Hey babe, just wanted to check in and make sure that you got the chocolate cake.
What?
Yeah, come on, nearly forgot to ask. But Brad reminded me this morning. He was saying how vanilla cake is the best, but I had to quickly shut him down and say that chocolate was obviously the best. And since he's coming to the wedding and all, I had to prove him wrong, and I just wanted to make sure you chose the chocolate cake.
I'm allergic to chocolate.
What? And since when? That's totally weird.
You make it sound like I have a choice on whether or not to be allergic to chocolate. I've been allergic to chocolate the entire time we've been together. How could you have not known that?
I mean, I still bought you chocolate on Valentine's Day every year, and you never complained.
I thought it was an inside joke or something. I didn't actually think that you thought I would like chocolate.
Hey, every girl likes chocolate. Anyways, you chose the chocolate cake, right?
Are you serious? I just told you I was allergic to chocolate. Why would I have chosen the chocolate cake?
I just explained it to you. I have to prove to Brad that chocolate is the best cake out there, and since wedding cakes are usually fancy and everything, I thought that this would be the best opportunity to do so. It's called thinking smarter instead of working harder.
I don't think you know what that means. Besides, chocolate was never even on the menu. I chose butter pecan. Besides, you weren't even there to help me choose the cake, so why would you get to choose what it is?
Babe, come on. This again? You know how busy I am at work.
It was during the weekend.
Oh, well, sometimes I pull long hours. You know how it is.
No, I don't. And the reason why you didn't come was because you had a boys' weekend that you absolutely couldn't miss.
Come on, baby. Boys' weekends are sacred. Fishing and beers and pranks on each other. I wouldn't miss that even if you were giving birth to our first child.
That's nice to know. Anyways, no, I did not choose a chocolate cake.
Oh. Well, I'm sure you can phone in and they can change it. I mean, they just have to add cocoa powder or whatever, right?
Our wedding is in 3 days. They're not gonna change the cake. We're not gonna change the cake. That's an insane question.
What? Then what are we paying the big bucks for? I put a lot of my cheddar on the line for this wedding.
We both did. Not that you were of any help past that.
Babe, how many times do I have to explain? I have a big job. It requires a lot of my attention. I'm sorry I couldn't be there to decide on these stupid flowers or drinks or whatever. Besides, it's not like it was any actual hard work. Not like my day job.
You have no idea what it was like. It was hard. Do you know how exhausted I would get at the end of the day? After working my full-time day job and then having to go to meetings and appointments and figure out everything?
Yeah, tell me about it. I was the one who had to pay for it. You barely gave me the time of day, especially in our bedroom.
Because maybe I wasn't in the mood after having to make yet another decision for our wedding.
Seriously, babe? You're mellowing my jello. What's got you in a twist?
Everything. The wedding. My family.
Why? What's happening with your family? I mean, isn't a wedding supposed to be a joyous occasion? They're supposed to drive in tomorrow.
No, it is a joyous occasion, trust me. But I guess, well, you know how my sister is. She needs to be the center of attention with everything. That's why she's so spontaneous and makes rash decisions. I mean, you remember when I told you how she announced that she was moving to Australia during my college graduation, right? She just needs some spotlight to be on her for whatever reason.
Whoa, she went to Australia? That's killer. That kind of explains why I like her so much. She is such a beach babe kind of person.
Excuse me?
Australia does that to people. Hey, maybe we should go to Australia for our honeymoon.
Again, our wedding is in 3 days, which means our honeymoon is in 4 days. There is no way that we could change the full itinerary of our trip, let alone the country.
But why are we even going to Spain? It's not like fun or anything. I mean, it can be fun, but you're taking us to all the boring places.
You agreed to go. If you had a problem with it, why did you agree?
I don't know. Anyway, can you sort out everything with the wedding cake? I need to get back to work.
For the last time, I can't eat chocolate. So no, I'm not getting a chocolate cake. Also, I was just telling you about the troubles I'm having with my family. We haven't even finished discussing that.
Well, I mean, I already know what you're going to say. You have problems with your sister, blah, 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 and she likes being in the limelight or whatever, blah, 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 and you're scared that the wedding isn't going to be only about you. Well, newsflash, honey, the wedding is about both of us, and I think it's kind of selfish that you're only focusing on yourself right now.
Oh, I'm the one focusing on myself? How dare you? After everything I've put into this wedding without so much as a minute of your help. We went with the DJ that you wanted. We went with the menu that you wanted. And we had to change up the table seating because you wanted your friends to be seated at the table with you rather than our family.
Hey, those boys are my family. We're bros for life. You don't understand. You're a woman. Besides, don't most brides take the reins on wedding planning anyways? I mean, you've probably been dreaming about this day since you were little. So I thought it was best to just let you handle everything.
It would have been nice to have even just a little bit of help. I've been so stressed with everything. And now my sister is insisting that we let her be a part of the wedding ceremony. I mean, she needs everything to be about herself, and now she's wanting to be the center of attention at my own wedding. And it's like you don't even care.
Probably because I don't. Your sister is great. She can't help but be the center of attention because of how amazing she is. You shouldn't blame her for that.
So you're taking her side? That's unbelievable. May I remind you that it is us getting married, not you and my sister. And the wedding is supposed to be about the both of us, yes, but my sister will make the entire day about her. Just you wait.
Well, I like your sister, so I won't mind. Maybe that will humble you a little bit and you won't get so damn worked up about these things.
You make it sound as if I'm overreacting. I'm not overreacting. This is our wedding. You even said it yourself. This is my special day.
Did I? I don't know. I'm a bit busy now and can't handle all this drama at the moment. Can we talk about this another time?
I doubt it. I don't even think you listened to a word I said.
That's not true. You're going to look amazing on your wedding day.
Our wedding day.
Yeah, whatever.
Unbelievable. Hey, sis. Just wanted to let you know that I found the dress that I'm going to wear to your wedding. You did? And it matches our theme? Yeah. I made to adhere to your special little theme or whatever. It actually fits in perfectly for a wedding. It's an old wedding dress. A vintage one that is gorgeous that I found at a vintage shop. What? Hello? Are you ignoring me or something? I already said that. I found the perfect dress. It's a vintage wedding dress. I don't need to re-explain that to you, do I? No, but you do need to explain why you think it's okay to wear a wedding dress to my wedding. What's the big deal? I look super hot in it. It flatters all of my best parts, and even the ladies in the shop thought I looked amazing. You want me to feel my best, don't you? I mean, I know that brides get a little bit narcissistic when it comes to their wedding and want the day to be about them, but that doesn't mean that you want your own little sister to be uncomfortable, does it? The way that you're phrasing that makes me sound like a bad person. I'm not a bad person. Everyone knows that you're not supposed to wear a wedding dress to a wedding. It's like the #1 code. Well, it's not a code that I know. Besides, you're making way too big of a deal out of this. It's going to be fine. People will still know that you're the bride. I mean, you might not look as good as I do, but you'll still look great. And it'll be pretty obvious who the bride is, considering that you're the one at the altar. That is so not the point. The point is that you don't wear a wedding dress. You don't even wear white to a wedding. The bride is supposed to stand out. Everyone knows this. Clearly, you're not understanding me. The dress looks fantastic on me, and I want to feel fantastic when I'm at your wedding. I mean, I know I can wear a garbage bag and still look amazing, but this just highlights all of my best features. I mean, it's not like I won't outshine you that much. Are you serious? You're going to wear the dress after I explain to you why you shouldn't? I am an adult. You don't get to make my decisions for me. God, I know that you're bossy and everything and need things to go a certain way, but you should just relax. Just wait until you hear the kind of stories I have to tell about you. Everyone will be laughing so hard that they won't care that I'm wearing white or whatever. Besides, I was always going to stand out at your wedding. It doesn't matter what you make me wear. So you might as well just let me wear the dress. And it's barely a wedding dress. Sure, it's white and floor length and has pearls, but it's basically just a spring dress. It doesn't sound like a spring dress. It sounds exactly like a wedding dress. And that's how you described it, as a vintage wedding dress. Also, what do you mean stories you're going to tell? I already told you that we have filled all the wedding party positions. We really don't need you to give a toast or whatever. In fact, we probably have too many people giving toasts. That's so not fair! You're just mad because I'm going to look amazing. And you've always been jealous of how I got the best of the best when it comes to our genetics. Just let me do the stupid toast. I'm a great public speaker, and everyone is always moved whenever I have anything to say. So, if you want your wedding to be beautiful and memorable, you'll let me speak. Okay, seriously? This is my wedding. What I say goes. I told you that you can't wear that dress, and I said to you that you're not going to be making your toast. Now, my wedding is in 2 days. I really don't need to focus on all of this. I'll see you at the rehearsal dinner. Whatever. You can't control me. You're not Mom. Okay, whatever. I'm done with this conversation. I need to finalize the rehearsal dinner plans for tomorrow. Dude, are you okay? What do you think? Also, don't call me dude. I really don't need to feel like a man or something right now. I can't believe it. It's fine. It'll be fine. Sure, we didn't know that your soon-to-be husband has some massive gambling habit, but that's not the worst thing in the world, is it? How could I have not known? God, I am thankful that my sister needs to be the center of attention. I don't think I could have handled it if anyone besides me or you had heard what he just said. Yeah, subtlety is not his specialty. How could he have not told you? I have no idea. Now, I'm marrying the guy and, what did he say, $100,000 in debt? No, I'm pretty sure he said 200,000. My God, how could we have not known? Did you know? No, of course I didn't know. I haven't been a fan of the guy since you got together in the first place, so if I knew that he had this massive gambling debt, I would have never let you get engaged to him. I just can't believe that he didn't bother saying anything until I mentioned how expensive the venue was. And then he started freaking out on me for booking it in the first place, and then he went on and said that he owes a lot of people a lot of money. God, this is all such a big mess. It'll be okay. The wedding is tomorrow, and emotions are high right now. Besides, I'm pretty sure that most people are in debt up to their eyeballs. Sure, it's not the most ideal way to start a marriage, but it'll be okay. Just come back to the party. I don't think I could act like the happiest woman in the world at the rehearsal dinner for another minute. Not after finding out about that. It's not like anyone was focused on me anyway. My sister, of course, had to pull out that she was doing an interview for some big magazine. God, couldn't she let me have my moment just this once? And did I even tell you yet? Tell me what? She is apparently wearing some vintage wedding dress to my wedding tomorrow. What? Yeah, and when I tried to tell her why that was so terrible, she totally brushed me off. She didn't care about what I had to say at all. It was terrible. OMG. I knew that Isabel loves being the center of attention, but I had no idea that it was this bad. I mean, who in their right mind wears white to a wedding? Never mind, who in their right mind wears a wedding dress when they aren't the bride? That's absolutely insane. I can't believe it. Tell me about it. And it's not like I can say anything. I mean, you saw tonight. Jacob is such a big fan of hers for whatever reason. God, this night was terrible. Yeah, I thought it was a bit concerning how close they were during the dinner, and that is not even counting the compliments he rained on her earlier. I hate to ask this, considering that your wedding is literally tomorrow, but are you absolutely set on marrying him? Well, it's a little late to back out now, don't you think? I mean, sure, the debt I could probably handle, but it's just everything else with this wedding. I don't even know why I'm putting this much effort into it. I mean, Jacob hasn't even helped me a little bit with the wedding. Instead, he has been busy with work and hanging out with his friends. I mean, I'm his fiancé. If he's already valuing his friends over me, then it's never going to get better. Not only that, but I had no idea how much he liked my sister. God, I don't know what to do. Hey, in my opinion, it's never too late to back out of a wedding. I mean, you could be at the altar and say no to him. I, as your best friend, stood by your side because I thought that this is what you wanted. But it seems to me that this isn't what you want. I don't know. I mean, how much worse can it get? Well, funny you say that. What? Well, the reason why I asked was not only because of everything that just happened, but Jacob has gone MIA. What? Is he looking for me or something? Unfortunately, I don't think so. After you stormed out of the room, he kind of just shrugged and went to go talk to your sister. Actually, now that I think about it, your sister's missing as well. No, they wouldn't. She wouldn't actually stoop that low, would she? And they wouldn't be that obvious, would they? This is the cherry on top of the cake. What are you going to do? It's not like you can go through with the wedding. I don't know what to do. I'll go to bed early tonight, have a good sleep, and figure it all out in the morning. You can't put this off. I mean, you literally are supposed to get married tomorrow at 1. I just need a little bit of time. Could you tell everyone that I was just tired or something? Yeah, of course. Thank you. I'm your best friend and the maid of honor. Anything you need, I am here to help. We'll talk about this tomorrow. Okay, thank you. Okay, so things have gotten much worse. I mean, at least the rest of the wedding doesn't know. At least, not yet. They're still waiting in the chapel. I just ran and told them that there was a bit of a malfunction with your dress. A bit of a malfunction? More like with my relationship. I can't believe that pig didn't even show up. I mean, what right does he have to do that? It's not like I was a bad person in our relationship. Why is he running from me? I have no idea. But your dad and friends are still looking for him. Do you want me to call them off? I mean, your sister was here for like 20 minutes, and then she suddenly left. And then after that, no one has heard from Jacob or your sister. Wow, she really needed to be the center of attention. So much so that she's stolen my fiancé. Actually, he's more like my ex-fiancé now. What do you want me to do? I'm your maid of honor. I can go out and talk to everybody. Do you want to just call off everything? No. Instead, let's have the party. I mean, I didn't put all this work into this whole event for nothing. If people want to leave, that's fine. But for those who are keen to stay, they can. Just because Jacob backed out doesn't mean I'm going to back out. I'll just have a party instead. Are you sure? I want to make sure that you're doing this for you, not for anyone else. I mean, I can't believe that Jacob and your sister ran away. I knew that they were gone at the rehearsal dinner, but I thought it was like a one-time thing, maybe. I didn't actually think that anything would come out of it. Me and you both. I'm such an idiot. I can't believe that I didn't just break up with him last night. I can't believe that I didn't break up with him years ago. This is all just a stupid mistake. You're not the stupid one. Jacob is for letting you go. And your sister is for betraying you like that. Oh, trust me, I know. Well, she can have him. He wasn't worth all of my time and effort, and he is certainly not worth destroying your relationship with your family over. Just wait until my parents find out about what she's done. They won't be able to speak to her, let alone look at her. In fact, I doubt that he's even told her about all of his shortcomings, especially when it comes to the debt. Maybe I ought to talk to her a little bit. Are you sure? Yes. I can't wait to see her reaction when she finds out just who she thinks she's running away with. Amazing. I'm proud of you. I always thought that you let them walk over you way too much. Well, those days are over. Go, tell the rest of the guests what's happened and that we're still going to host the party. I'll meet you out there in about an hour. Sounds good, bestie. And let me just tell you, I am proud of you standing up for yourself and not letting them walk over you like this. And I know that the people who truly love and care about you will stay to celebrate the bullet you undoubtedly dodged. Thank you. I seriously would have been a bigger wreck if you weren't here with me. Of course. We need to talk.
About what?
You know exactly what. What the hell are you playing at? First, I heard that you disappeared with my fiancé last night, and now you're gone today?
Oh, that. Well, since you didn't let me give a toast at your wedding, I figured I might as well do something extra special for you on your wedding day.
Are you serious? How do you think this is going to play out?
What do you mean? It's not like it's my fault or anything.
Not your fault. You've got to be kidding me. You're the one that wore an old wedding dress to my wedding, just because you needed to be the one at the center of attention.
So what if I wore an old wedding dress? I knew I looked good. So did your ex-fiancé, since he's marrying me now.
Yeah, I'm sure that you'll do great being $200,000 in debt.
Huh?
And I was never going to go through with the wedding. Sure, I was unsure last night, but in the light of day, I realized that I don't want to be with a man-child who has a gambling addiction and is $200,000 in debt.
Excuse me? There's no way! You're lying!
Afraid not. Why don't you ask the man in question himself?
I don't know where he is.
What? I thought you ran away together.
We did! We are planning on getting married and everything, but he just left me at some random restaurant. He was flirting with the waitress right in front of me. What should I do?
I'm sorry. You cheated with my husband, and now he's cheating on you? And you're asking for my advice? What do you think your life is going to be like with him? You thought that just because he cheated on me with you, he wasn't going to cheat on you?
You're my sister. You're supposed to look after me. Fine, whatever. No, it'll be fine. He loves me. I love him. We'll figure it out.
You'll seriously stay with him, even after I told you that he's $200,000 in debt?
There's no way that someone's $200,000 in debt. That's impossible. He'll explain himself. Maybe he just lied to you to get you off his back. He never wanted you.
Well, the feeling was mutual.
What has everyone been saying? Have they been talking about it? Do they know what we did? Oh, I bet it's going to be the talk of the town for the next year or so.
Actually, I just said that he didn't show up to the wedding, and I didn't mention you at all. Instead, we're going to use the wedding and venue to just party. It'll be fun.
What? Well, you have to tell somebody. You have to let them know that your fiancé ran off with your sister.
No, I don't have to do anything. This day is about me, not you. But good luck with him. I hope you have fun together. You deserve each other.
What? No! This is not how I planned it! You better stop!
Apparently, Isabel tried to make it work with Jacob as long as she could, despite the fact that he did leave her at a random restaurant so he could go to a local motel with the waitress. They lasted about 3 months before he left her for someone prettier. At least that's what she said to our parents while crying about her love life. They still refuse to speak with her and are appalled by what she did. The wedding party was actually really fun. I realized that the only thing stressing me out these last few months wasn't the actual wedding planning, but the person I was supposed to be marrying. And, of course, my attention-seeking sister. Now, with both of them out of my life, I feel like I can finally start fresh. And it turns out that most of Jacob's friends thought I was too good for him and asked me out the night of the wedding. It looks like I'll be booked and busy for the next month or so, as far as dates go.